But here's what people don't know about introverts. Introverts are always asking two questions in the back of their head at all times. Does this make sense? Or what's the point? If it doesn't make sense and if it doesn't have a point, their immediate reaction is to avoid, avoid, avoid. And we have a name for that, Corey. It's called procrastination.
Wow. Yeah. As you're saying that, I'm thinking about the times when I was in sales, right? We're always in sales, you know, one thing for certain, two things for sure. You're going to be selling something regardless. I remember when I would be hitting the phones, right? And my manager would say, did you follow with this person? I know this person is not going to buy.
Sure.
And I'm like, what's the point? But part of me was like, you know what? Get the no's out of the way right away so that I can go ahead and reach my yes quota. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely.
But that makes a perfect amount of sense because procrastination, you know, to me is it's like the silver bullet to an entrepreneur.
It is. Matter of fact, and it kills momentum. And when people don't understand that they have a different person, their personality type dictates how they sell, it gets very frustrating going on here. And what's happening is that when you have an industry from which most of the sales tactics and strategies that are given to them are actually designed for extroverts. I'll give you a prime example. And most organizations will say, hey, Kate, okay, guys, sales challenge.
Yeah.
Want you to go to the local mall, and I want you guys to talk to the 10 people and tell them all about our product and go. Yeah. Now, here's what always happens. The extroverts on your team are going to say, cool, sounds like fun. Let's do it.
Right.
All right, sounds like fun.
Yeah.
The introverts are terrified. Immediate discomfort.
Right.
And now, remember what I said earlier. And also, what I learned in the last 35 to 40 years going on doing sales, that the biggest X factor in regards to whether a person is going to be successful or not in sales is comfort level.
Comfort level.
If a person is comfortable with their sales process, they show up most often to do that process. If they're not comfortable with that process, they don't show up. They're watching Netflix instead.
Yeah. So what about because one thing as a business owner, I always speak about you have to get uncomfortable. So how does that tie into the introvert work habits? Because we still have to do it, right? You know what I'm saying? Job doesn't get done. Food doesn't get fed.
Right, exactly. So what I'm teaching introverts to go ahead and do very specifically is how to sell like an introvert.